Welcome to Fan-Fueled Fiction. I've got a great video for you today, so let's get into it. Everyone knows and loves the lightsaber. It's an elegant weapon for a more civilized age, and one of the most iconic weapons in fictional history. But how do Jedi and Sith use their sabers? In this video, I'll break down the 6th of the 7 core lightsaber forms. Form 6, also known as Niman, the Way of the Rancor, Moderation, or the Diplomat's form, was the 6th form of lightsaber combat. It was a hybridized style, created by fusing many of the best elements of the 5 previous forms into a single, more generalized form. It was more balanced than the styles before it, and as such, it had no real strengths, but conversely had no significant disadvantages. It had a much more relaxed emphasis on blade work, and thus was ideal for Jedi that preferred to focus on study, diplomacy, and other skills. That said, a truly skilled user could be incredibly dangerous, as seen with some of its specialists such as Exar Kun. In order to balance the reduced focus on blade combat, Niman incorporated force techniques in battle, such as telekinetic pushes and pulls mid-swing. It also complemented dual-wielding techniques very well, as it was founded on 2 pre-existing forms that worked well with 2 sabers at once. Most importantly was the user's ability to innovate and create mid-combat, making one's own openings, rather than simple preconceived responses to attack, which several earlier forms, most notably Sarisu, focused on. By the start of the Clone Wars, it was one of the most common forms in the Jedi Order, as it was a very well-rounded style, but was not well suited to the open battlefields of the Clone Wars, proven during the Petranaki arena fight that led into the First Battle of Geonosis, where many of the Jedi Order's Niman specialists were cut down quickly by the overwhelming droid blaster fire. After the destruction of the Jedi Order following the events of Order 66 and the Great Jedi Purge, knowledge of Niman was mostly lost, save for the handful of Dark Jedi that practiced it under the Empire's watch. It was eventually rediscovered by the new Jedi Order under Jedi Grandmaster Luke Skywalker, though until then, its role was replaced by the similar jack-of-all-trades medium style. The Grey Jedi Kreia told the Jedi exile Mitra Surik that Niman was
a blending of younger forms, and all of them in moderation. In the blending, much of the individuality is lost, but the strengths are spread evenly, and there is little weakness in it. Its great strength is the way it allows the Force to flow through you, revitalizing one, even in the middle of combat.
Several notable practitioners of Niman were the legendary Sith Lord Exar Kun, who studied it when he was a Jedi and student of Jedi Master Vodo-Siosk, the legendary Jedi Guardian Kavar, who was skilled in both Niman and the 7th form Juyo, and Count Dooku, who, while he preferred Form 2 Makashi, did include the elements of incorporating force techniques into the middle of battle, enough so that he was able to instruct General Grievous in its use, as seen in their sparring and training session in 2003's Clone Wars.
Stop using the standard attacks. Use the unorthodox. How often must I tell you? Control my central line. Good.
While Grievous, of course, couldn't use the Force, Dooku still wanted him trained to handle and expect any use of the Force mid-combat against Niman users in the Jedi Order. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, don't worry, there's more on the way. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. It takes 2 seconds for you, and it really helps the channel out. See you in the next one.